Tonight, thank you so much for joining us.
But be sure and wake up with Eric Smith for Action News this morning beginning at 5 a.m. Then stay tuned for Good Morning America beginning at 7 a.m. Thanks for joining us.
Good night.
For $5. Leather jackets, $29. Watches, gold and silver jewelry to 70% off. Laptops from $149. Laptops with DVD player, $399. In Southfield at 8 Mile and Beach Daily. At the former Kmart store. Friday 11 to 9. Saturday 10 to 9. Sunday 11 to 6.
From our family to yours.
Season's greetings from Fox 2 News.
Friday at Garnder-White, an event so big you must make time to be there. Friday only at Garnder-White, you pay no interest till 2008. 2008 with no down payment, and we pay your sales tax. This is the biggest year-end sale ever. Every price slashed, up to 77% off our best furniture with no down payment, no interest, 0% till 2008, and we even pay your sales tax. The time to save is now. You can't miss this sale. New Year's Eve only, Friday 10 till 6, only at Garnder-White.
My approach to helping accident victims is simple. If you can't get to us, we'll come to you. I talk with my clients, and they can talk to me. And it's always confidential. We'll always fight the hardest to get you the money you deserve. That's the Bernstein approach. It's simple, it's honest, and it works. Put our approach to work for you.
You can talk to Sam.
1-800-CALL-SAM.
Mink, sable, fox, and beaver, the finest furs from around the world are all at Wolverine Fur Company, the furrier that serves you and saves you. Coats, jackets, swing coats for women and men, all at low, low prices. Wolverine Fur offers a knowledgeable sales staff, free alterations, 0% financing for 6 months, and free first-year storage.
For 5 days only, during our New Year's sale, you can save 65 to 80% off every fur.
Don't buy a fur until you shop Wolverine Fur Company, the furrier you can trust. Located in downtown Detroit on East Grand River near Broadway.
Today's a great day to spend time with the kids. Watch a movie, go shopping. But whatever you do, don't buy replacement windows. You'll want to do that starting Monday, January 3rd.
The Gun and Knife Show featuring hunting supplies, firearms, and the best ammo prices in town returns to Gibraltar Trade Center in Mount Clemens this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
You gotta choose the right attorney, call Lee Free. Choose the right attorney, just call Lee.
Your only all-local morning news. Fox 2 News Morning starts now.
Good morning. The time now is 5 o'clock. I'm Alan Lee.
And I'm Cam Carmen. The temperature is very mild out there. It's raining. It's melting away a lot of that snow. We'll have a look at weather and traffic coming up on the tubes.
Well, there are extra authorities on the streets for the holiday looking for anyone who dares to drink and drive. Join us now to talk about their efforts tonight is Sergeant Leland Taylor from the Michigan State Police. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
You know, give me some sense as to what the effort is tonight. What are you guys specifically looking for?
Well, we're looking primarily for everyone to have a safe and enjoyable holiday, but to do that, we're going to have strict enforcement on the roadways, not only us, but the county and local enforcement will do so as well.
Obviously, if people are going to go out tonight and they're going to drink, and you know that's going to happen, it is do some smart things. Either find someone in the group that doesn't drink, make them the designated driver, or there are certainly a number of services out there on this New Year's Eve that are available in which they will even offer you a ride.
Right. Most of our local cab companies are doing that for free this evening just to make sure that everyone gets home safe.
So give me the sense of what the penalties could be if you're caught drunk driving tonight.
Well, things have changed since September 2003. You can spend 93 days in jail, but the added on top of that is a $1,000 penalty, which adds up to $2,000 over a 2-year penalty that they enforce on you now. So.
All right. Well, Sergeant, I hope you have a safe and enjoyable one this evening as well.
Thank you, sir.
All right. And we're working to make sure your celebration tonight is a safe one. If you have too much to drink tonight and you need a ride home, you can call the Mothers Against Drunk Drivers Life Ride. That number is 877-693-6233. The line is open from 11 p.m. to 4 a.m.
Fox 2 News, weather and traffic on the twos.
And it is just about 5:02. Our new face to the Fox 2 family, Ben Bailey, in.
Yes.
And Rick Luderman has gone to the night shift.
Yes,
in case you're wondering. But welcome once again.
Thank you very much.
All right. Keep bringing this warm stuff.
Very atypical, I guess.
Yeah.
I actually saw the grass coming in.
Yeah. How about that? It's a novel sight. New Year's Eve.
Most of that snow is gone, and it looks like over the next couple hours, we're actually going to get even warmer. It's warmer now than when you went to bed. 50 degrees outside. Most of us are seeing rain, although we've got cloudy skies here at the station. Winds are southwest at 26 miles an hour right now, so it's going to be fairly breezy for the remainder of the day. We do expect those winds to die down, so of course we'll talk about that all-important New Year's Eve forecast coming up and what you can expect for next year, all in the next few minutes. Right now, with our first check of traffic this morning, let's go to Diane Cross in the Traffic Authority. Diane?
Well, looks like some good news and some bad news. Southbound drivers on M39, the Southfield Freeway, they had a rollover accident. That has just cleared, but just got word of on one working on the northbound side of M39. That's near 8 Mile. We'll keep an eye on that problem. Let's take a look at our MDOT cameras. Fox cameras, you're going to see we're doing pretty good out there, except for this problem near I-75 northbound at Clay. If you can see those flashing lights, it is affecting northbound traffic, blocking one lane, but traffic can get through. It's light and it's early. Looks like we're actually going to have a pretty good day on the roadways. I'll keep an eye on it throughout the morning. Back to you, and good morning, Alan.
Good morning, Diane. Thank you so much. Well, tonight, when the clock strikes midnight, Detroit teens and police want you to give someone a hug and not fire a gun. Police Chief Ella Cummings announces the new Hugs Not Bullets campaign. The goal is to stop people from firing guns into the air at the stroke of midnight.
The bullets from the guns that are fired in the air don't just disappear. They fall back to the ground and change the lives of many people. We need to continue to embrace the spirit of Detroit. As a family, we must do all that we can to protect and respect each other and celebrate the new year with hugs, not bullets.
The future of Detroit is in our hands. If we continue to speak out on the issue of gun violence, Detroit will soon be a better place.
Chief Cummings says she hopes this message doesn't just stop with New Year's. She'd like this program to help deter gun violence all year round. The death toll from the South Asian tsunami is now near 120,000.
The UN is saying there are 5 million people in need of immediate assistance. CNN's Gary Nuremberg tells us how the U.S. is planning to help.
The president's spokesman announced an American assessment team will travel to South Asia this weekend. It will be led by Secretary of State Powell and the president's brother, Florida Governor Jeb Bush,
who has extensive experience in the state of Florida with relief, rehabilitation, and reconstruction efforts following natural disasters.
The Bush team will likely see images like these, portions of northern Indonesia turned into a wasteland by the tsunami. The race to get help to those who need it is being funded in part by pledges totaling $500 million from 30 countries and the World Bank.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the United Nations Secretary General met with relief experts and made this promise to those in need of aid.
We will work with them in every way we can to rebuild their lives, livelihoods, and communities devastated by this catastrophe.
Secretary of State Colin Powell signed books of condolence at Washington embassies of affected countries and responded to critics who say the United States has not done enough.
You can expect the United States to make more significant contributions in the days, weeks, and months ahead.
Americans who survived the tsunamis are returning to the United States with stories of good luck and near misses.
Everything, just the way it worked out was incredible. So if it worked out any other way, I might not be here right now.
The State Department now says the number of Americans unaccounted for has climbed from the hundreds to the thousands. Gary Nuremberg, Washington.
And we're working to help you help the victims of the tsunami disaster. Catholic Relief Services is taking donations. You can reach them at 1-800-736-3467 or catholicrelief.org. Doctors Without Borders is another group sending aid to the area. The number to call them is 1-888-392-0392 or contact the group online at doctorswithoutborders.org. You can also call the American Red Cross International Response Fund. The toll-free number is 800-HELP-NOW. It is also online at redcross.org. In addition, General Motors is making a donation to help with the cleanup effort. GM says it's donating $1 million for relief efforts. The company will also match up to $1 million in contributions made by GM employees.
5:06 now. More than 170 people are dead after a nightclub goes up in flames overnight in Argentina. It's an incident eerily similar to the Rhode Island nightclub fire nearly 2 years ago. Late last night, fire broke out during a rock concert in a crowded Buenos Aires club. At least 400 people are injured, many being trampled as they scrambled for the exit. City officials say it's not yet clear what caused that fire. And the Palace of Auburn Hills is home to the Detroit Pistons, of course, but there may be a whole lot more in its future. Officials are talking about a multi-million-dollar expansion that would add restaurants, suites, and a banquet facility. The proposal calls for a 3- or 4-story addition on the northwest corner of the palace. would cost anywhere between $15 and $20 million, with construction beginning in the spring. But Palace President Tom Wilson says they are months away from deciding whether to go ahead with the idea.
If you have things to do today, be sure to keep in mind that a lot of places will be closed. Most City of Detroit offices are closed today and Monday. People Mover will run today from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., but will close tomorrow. The Detroit Department of Transportation buses will run on regular weekday hours today, but will only run Sunday hours tomorrow.
And at 5:07, who says you have to hit the town on New Year's Eve? The stay-at-home set is finding plenty to do, as we hear from Fox 2's Paul Hertner.
If the New Year's Eve TV lineup is enough to put you to sleep before midnight, Blockbuster is open till 10. You can get a video there. You can also pick up the beverage of your choice at Farmer Jack until 10 o'clock. As for the New Year's Eve feast, both Tomatoes of Pizza locations in Farmington Hills deliver until 11, but it might take a little while to get the pie to you.
Probably 20 minutes to half an hour.
Well, that's not bad.
Well, we're hoping that's all it is.
So that's a partial menu of what you could do on this New Year's Eve. Whatever you decide to do, please make it safe and fun, and we hope that 2005 brings you everything you want and deserve. Paul Hertner, Fox 2 News.
5:08 is now the time. While you're ringing in the new year in Metro Detroit, the ball will drop in Times Square. Ball dropped a little ahead of schedule yesterday. It was a practice run to make sure everything goes as planned tonight. Practice drop went off without a hitch, and the crew is in charge of assuring everyone you'll be able to set your watch by the big drop. So there you go, precise time.
Going to be home watching it or out
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
going to be
town?
home watching it.
Really?
Nice little family thing to do.
Really?
My oldest son likes watching the New Year.
Yeah, that's
bring
cool,
it.
when you're, especially when you're little.
5:09 is now the time. Stay with us. The Feldman Report is coming up.
Hey, Ben.
And if you missed fall, Cam and Alan, we got a little bit of a review for you coming up.
And here are the winning lottery numbers. The Michigan State Lottery, 746 is the Daily 3. Daily 4 at 5981. Fantasy 5 numbers, 3, 9, 23, 29, and 30. And Friday's Mega Millions jackpot is estimated at $58 million. Saturday's windfall jackpot, $2.7 million.
Got a problem? Call 248-395-FOX2 or go to fox2detroit.com and tell us the problem you want solved.
A healthy diet is a matter of balance. So the idea of eliminating an entire major food group like carbohydrates just doesn't hold up. The fact is, complex carbohydrates are critical for providing energy. That's why I love Idaho potatoes. They're high in vitamin C and potassium with no fat and only 100 calories. But not all potatoes come from Idaho, so always look for the grown in Idaho seal, genuine Idaho potatoes, for healthy appetites like yours.
Martin Luther King Jr. His works are legendary, his words inspiring. If you're 12 years old or younger, Rock Financial and Fox 2 challenge you to write a 200-word essay about Martin Luther King Jr. Tell us how this great civil rights leader affects your life today and why we celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And send it to this address. Judges will select 3 winners who get to read their essays on Fox 2 News Morning and win tickets for their entire class to see the Detroit Pistons play at the Palace on Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
A fireplace invites everyone to make themselves at home. And now enjoy the comfort of a glowing fireplace in any room with Symphony electric fireplaces from Art Van. Warm up with one of over 70 portable styles that plug into any ordinary electric outlet. Plus, the adjustable heat and flame controls let you enjoy it all year long. And now save 40% off all electric fireplaces. Plus, get 0% interest till 2008 and we'll pay your sales tax. So warm up this new year at Art Van. Joy to the home.
There's a new energy, an excitement in the air.
A feeling of I'm doing something.
Of just feeling good.
I'm going places. Doing things I've never done before.
Learning about life.
And about myself.
I now have hope and belief in my abilities.
To make my life better.
New programs, new technologies, new facilities, new tools. A whole new life awaits you at Wayne County Community College District. Visit your local area campus at www.wccccd.edu. It's where learning leads to a better life.
It's a tough question. What is your life worth? I'm Murray Feldman with the Feldman Report. Life insurance companies have to put a value on the things they insure, even when it comes to our lives. The average human life today in America is worth $804,000. That's the figure that comes from the Life and Health Insurance Foundation for Education. It's a nonprofit group. A doctor in his 40s with 2 kids is worth $1.9 million, according to this foundation. An auto worker, about $650,000. The figures are used to determine economic losses for insurance settlements should there be a wrongful death lawsuit or a major catastrophe. These figures also help determine how much coverage a person theoretically needs. Let's talk for a moment about things money can't buy. Last year, 48% of Americans voluntarily opted to make less money so they could spend more time with their families. And more than half said they would gladly give up a day's pay every week to have an extra day off for the family. Join me for the Feldman Reports on radio, WWJ News Radio 950. I'm Murray Feldman.
Good morning, 5:13 now on this last day of 2004, and that is not a mistake. 50 degrees is the temperature as you get out on the roads this morning. Cloudy skies here at the station, but a lot of folks seeing the end of some of that rain. The temperatures, of course, the big story this morning, 50s all over the map, from Detroit back through Lansing, even back through parts of northern Illinois this morning. But that rain is on its way out. We saw the heaviest of that stuff overnight, just the tail end of it, but some of that rain running into dry air right now. So a lot of the showers that are out there are starting to become even more.
Bo and I are back with final thoughts on this game right after this. Stay with us.